Thank you to GameWork Create for being a channel partner. Looking for a Kickstarter game you missed or 3D printed minis? GameWork Create has a huge selection available, all at a fair price. Use the link in the description below to check out all that GameWork Create has to offer. What's up, Rockstars? How's it going today? I have a whole bunch of board game announcements for you. There are some really cool stuff coming out that you need to be aware of. I'm going to cover them all. I've never covered any of these before, and I have a special treat at the very end. Let's get to it. As always, a huge shout out to my patrons and YouTube members for their financial support. They drive this channel. They are definitely the biggest contributor to this channel, and it shows in how community driven I am, and I appreciate all of them. If you can give even $1 a day, there's a link down below, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, I'd like to thank my sponsor for today's video, specifically INTOTHEAM. They make cool shirts just like this one. I've been waiting to wear this one for a long time. It's super awesome. As you can see, I love it. They fit great. I'll talk more about that in just a little bit. There's a link down below to that with 10% off discount just for you guys. All right, let's go and start things out with Too Many Bones Unbreakable. It's by Chip Theory Games, so you know it's going to be popular. You know it's going to be good. You know the production quality is going to be nice. 11,000 people are already following this. You get a free gift. This is like GameFound thing. You get Crossover Luge promo pack. Yay. Okay. So anyway, yeah, this looks quite interesting. The theme I really like about this. I have never driven into Too Many Bones. Tell me if I should or not, and tell me why I should. I would love to hear. Their art style kind of freaks me out a little bit. It's almost in that like uncanny valley to me. Like it looks kind of like that looks like an actual chick's face, but then like the whole body doesn't look like that at all. And so I don't know. It's interesting. However, really keen, and maybe this is my jumping in point. Again, you let me know if you think I would like it or not. You guys know me. You let me know because I honestly don't. I don't know. I'm curious. You know, anytime you see a very popular thing, you're like, what's all the fuss about over what's happening over there? What is that? You know, that's where I'm at right now. So let me know seriously in the comments below. I would love to know. Help me out here. Moving on from that though, and there's a link to everything, by the way. We have Mythwind. This seems interesting. I love how it talks about, and it even says it right here. A pioneer in a whimsical fantasy world. The idea of being a pioneer, right? Being on the forefront of exploration and stuff like that is always exciting to me. But putting it in a world where there's like fairies and tree people and obelisks and stuff like that, has me even more interested. So definitely interested in this. You can go ahead and, put in your email if you want. That says all pre-launch newsletter subscribers who get a physical tier on the Kickstarter will get a free event card pack. So that's kind of how you can get something there. That being said, it's only launching 11 days. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I do these news videos all the time. We'll take a look at it together. Next up, City of the Great Machine. I love one versus mini games, and they seem to be dying out as a genre. Everybody's going co-op and solo, and I'm over here liking to be the one in the one versus many. So whatever. It's steampunk too. Love steampunk. Love one versus many. Definitely interested in this. A Victorian steampunk universe, one versus many strategy game. Color me interested. Yes, I am. Please. City of the Great Machine. Cool name, by the way. Interesting on that. The art style looks kind of interesting. So I don't know. It'll be cool to see. Definitely not something I necessarily have. It kind of gives me a BioShock Infinite style vibes. A little bit cleaner of a steampunk than perhaps what I'm used to. But I dig it. So yeah. Definitely looking interested into this one as well. Now, before we move on, I do want to actually put in a little blurb for Into the AM because I believe in them so much that even when they don't pay me or tell me to do it or do anything like that, I still post about them because I love them. People on my Discord, for my patrons, they know I talk about them all the time. I'm wearing them all the time because I love them. They look super great. They feel super great. The fit on them is great. They're super soft. They do not lose their color at all. I've washed them dozens of times because I love wearing them so much. And they look brand freaking new. I don't know how they do it. Pure black still, Great color, no breaking or anything like that. I get compliments all the time. I once got 3 compliments in a row. Seriously, by the time me leaving and me coming back, 3 different people were, hey man, that's an awesome shirt. They'll even ask where I got it and I'll tell them it's great. They are fantastic. Good price too. If we go back here, 3 for $60, that's $20 each, and you get a discount code down below. Be sure to click that, show them some love, helps the channel out a little bit, and you get some freaking sweet shirts at a good price for it to boot. And again, fantastic ones. Like this is my next, this is the next one I need to have. The Skull Slush Tee, freaking sweet. I love the skulls. You guys saw that. I love the skulls. Love the color. That's a freaking sweet one. But they're all, I mean, again, this owl, freaking great. I can see what's a bestseller. It's awesome. My daughter loves this one. Cosmic Polaroid Tee. That's great. This Better Days Tee, the skeleton with the oozy color and a pill bottle. I wouldn't think I like it, but I love it. Really do. So again, there's just great stuff. I'm always impressed. Literally every design they make, I think looks good. And that's darn impressive. Like they're just great shirts and again, great quality. So link down below to them. Again, they are a longtime supporter of the channel because they believe in what I'm doing here and then my attitude towards it because they are the exact same way. Great bunch of people over there. Really like working with them and happy to tell more about it. So be sure to follow that link down below and get yourself a discount. Highly recommended. Moving on, we have Legacy of Thraxi Awakening. Now this I have both good and bad on. Good, hybrid Euro and Amera mix. In other words, actual strategy, but it's actually fun and has a cool theme. Okay, sure, fun. Epic fantasy strategy board game for 1 to 4 players. Unique semi-co-op elements. I'm not big on semi-co-op. It's not a good fit for my group typically. I don't like what it does to players and stuff like that. This is unique semi-co-op, so I'm interested in that. But it also has 6 game modes. 6. I feel like you should focus on maybe 4, like a max. No, like really 1 or 2 or maybe 3, but 6 game modes. Almost seemed like you can't pick one. However, I played Street Fighter. Almost all their modes actually play quite well, and though some of them are kind of throwaway. And so, of those 6, how many are really good? I don't know, but I like the art style. I like the promises that it has, so I'm definitely interested. Moving on from that, we have Enchanters Darklands. This actually is already up for pre-order, but it won't deliver until next year. However, I'm starting to get a little bit more into Enchanters. I haven't played it yet. But I'm really wanting to get more into card games. I really like Magic the Gathering and a few other card games that I've played. I want to get more into them. So definitely keen on that. And of course, the moment you put dark in there, I'm interested. And it talks about themed around ancient horror stories and folklore. Yeah, that sounds awesome. 6 new Kingdom decks. So if you are into, Mythic Games kind of, Phoenix line of Enchanters, this is definitely something to look forward to. And $30. $30 for a lot more content sounds great to me as well. There's a link down to everything I'm showing, by the way, in the description, along with that INTOTHEAM and Patreon link. Rome Total War. This was not only my first Total War game, as with many people, but it was the first game I played on my proper gaming PC. I loved it. I loved Rome Total War. So definitely interested in a board game version of it. Now this is by PSC Games, and I haven't seen them doing anything like crazy out there or like fantastic, amazing, everybody loves it, kind of stuff. And that's not to say anything bad, except that they're fairly indie. Anytime there's an indie, company that's doing kind of a big profile IP game, I always like to say, just be cautious in that it might not be smooth sailing. Sometimes there's some roughs and bumps along the way until final delivery. It happens. But that's never stopped me. And I think it's great for them to be able to get some eyes on it. And with 2,400 people already looking at it, and hopefully a few more of you guys like it like I do and are into it, well, then let's see. Total War almost screams for a board game. But there has to be some abstraction, because I don't want 3,000 units all fighting each other either. So, it's too many minis. Don't give me that much. So we'll see what it looks like though. Quite interested. Next up we have Nightmare Cathedral. This is by Board and Dice. This looks kind of interesting. It's a competitive tabletop game based on the art by this person here that I'm not going to insult by butchering their name. But it sounds pretty cool. It's score of victory points, use a unique action system. But you're in this area that is bad itself plus other people. But I mean, look at these minis. It's definitely not something I have. Definitely unique. And anytime I can find something that doesn't match any other game that I own, there's more over there and more everywhere. I'm too full. It's cool. If it's unique like that, I love it. So, competitive board game. Okay, I dig that. Color me interested. Unique, kind of dark, weird kind of style, detailed miniatures and art. Okay, I'm in. Let me know how cool it is. Definitely interested. So, sounds cool to me. Maybe it does to you as well. That's Nightmare Cathedral. Next up, we have Kingdom Come Deliverance, the board game. Great video game series. Really, really fun. Can lose a lot of hours in it. And you start knowing a lot about your lineage by playing them, which is kind of cool. This looks quite interesting. Now, it tells us almost nothing about it. It says go to BGG to find out more. Feel free to do that. There's also a Discord link. Feel free to do that. However, 2-hour playtime, 1 to 4 hours. That sounds quite nice. It does have the tag of dice and RPG, and cooperative, adventure, exploration. I like all these words. Like, these are great words. Great word choice. So right here. Experience a rich narrative, fully cooperative gameplay, and living app-driven world right on your table. That's the killer. We'll see. We'll see what it is. There are games that are like heavily app-driven, games that aren't heavily app-driven. Either way, I'll let you guys kind of get a sense of it. Either way, I'll let you know about it. Kingdom Come Deliverance, the board game, coming out on GameFound soon. And that is by Boardcubator. That's a weird name. Moving on, we have Bedville Carnival by Ludo Ninja. This looks interesting as well, but I don't know how it plays at all. Now, a smart strategy game on a modular board, visit locations and buy souvenirs. Always be aware of the Dark Owner and the Gravedigger. In the park, the game has 2 variants, basic and extreme, which allows customizing gameplay for various types of players who prefer other playing styles. I don't know what the end of that means. Here's the thing. So you have to essentially entertain people. You're these guys here, and you have to entertain them. It's for 2 to 4 players, 12 plus, 45 minutes. So plays pretty quick. Maybe a little bit of a filler game. There's some kind of like hidden thing here, and I don't know what that's about. I don't know if you're voting for it or whatever. You have your like cards here, and I'm guessing you can move around. I'm assuming there's some movement. There's some tokens. It seems pretty light, which hopefully means pretty cheap. So I dig the theme. It's definitely Octoberish, Halloween maybe is in me a little bit. I'm interested, but we'll see. We'll see, of course. Also, if only one more of you back, you have 666 followers. That just seems fitting now, doesn't it? Next up, we have Bullet Star, which is a sequel from Level 99 Games to Bullet Heart, or just Bullet. This one allows you to combine with the 2 to have up to 8 players playing. In case any of you 8-player groups want to play Bullet, you can do that. Otherwise, it seems to me to be kind of more of the same, from what I can tell. Though I've heard good things about it, so kind of interested in that. I, again, definitely want more into the actual card games. Now, I was hoping this was their other game they've been teasing for a while, their kind of Metroidvania style one, but Bullet Star will have to do for now. Next up, we have Black Templar, like a starter box coming out for Warhammer 40k. That'll be coming out soon. Just wanted to show you some of the minis here. Huge 40k fan here. Black Templars are definitely a cool faction, and it's good to see some new stuff here. I especially like some of the faces, actually, but I've always been a fan of black and red, so hard to go wrong there. And again, they look pretty darn cool as well. There's also some Necromunda stuff and some Blood Bowl stuff, but I'm definitely focused on the 40k, so I wanted to tell you guys about that for sure. And finally, the very last, Far Cry Beyond by Funforge. This should be interesting. So it's coming in 2022. We don't know anything about it, but calling me interested. Far Cry, I think, could make a great board game. There's the exploration of kind of map control a little bit. There's combat, there's looting, there's crafting, there's quests, there's all sorts of stuff that I think could translate to a very interesting board game. So very interested to see what Funforge does with this. I'll let you guys know when I know more, of course. And if you find out anything, be sure to let me know as well. And with that, that's it. That's all I have. Guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Again, check out Into the AM. Link in the below. There is a discount for you there, so you can get these awesome shirts even cheaper. And thank you for their support. Thank you for all of your guys' support, even if it was just watching here. I appreciate it. Leave a like on the way out if you appreciated the video and the effort it took. I hope you learned about something exciting. And again, there's all kinds of links down in that description that you can also check out. So that's it. That's all I had. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.